It is our first morning in Liechtenstein and we are at the park. I'm about to get on this with this guy so that he can have a good time. Riley is on the climbing frame maybe, and it's got fruit on it. Get a bit of energy out and then maybe go and find a city. We arrived in Liechtenstein quite late last night after quite a lot of driving. It had a quiet night here, but it's not specifically a motorhome parking place, even though it did say that it was, and it was fine overnight. Nobody came overnight, but a policeman did just come over to us now. It's about 9 o'clock. And he said we can't really park here, and he let us come to the park before he moved us along. That was kind of him, but it was really nice. We've got great mountains behind us here. The kids are having the best time in the park. Our sat-nav really likes to mess with us, and we picked some parking up near a castle in Liechtenstein.
Turn right onto Bergstrasse.
And she took us the long windy way, like a really, really terrible way.
And it is.
And it's getting worse, and we're nowhere near the parking. Where's she taking us?
She's trying to take us off a cliff. She keeps saying
She definitely
right,
is, yeah.
where there's no rights.
Yeah, look.
But
Wait,
what is this?
Hang on. Jesus Christ. How are you feeling, Scott? We're very high up.
As our friend would say, it's squeaky bum time.
Squeaky bum time, Darren. We didn't have much fuel when we started here, and Scott was like, we'll fill up when we come back down. This is the worst one, isn't it?
This is the worst, yeah.
In half a mile, make a sharp right turn onto Bergstrasse.
It's gone foggy again,
There's
yes.
no freaking barriers here as well. These trees are like spooky as you like. Just do that then. Come in.
Good idea. Smart. That's why I married him. That's why I said yes when he begged me to marry him.
That's why I said begged what? Right, we're nearly there, guys.
Finally arrived at the car park.
We don't know if we can fit in the diagonal spaces, so I've just pulled up like kind of across a few bays, and there's loads of room. Right, so Dad's planned a day out.
Dad planned
Right, I'll be honest with you.
a day out. The sat-nav took us on the worst roads we've driven, I would say, would you?
Of a castle, and then
Wait.
unfortunately the castle is closed to visitors.
It's freaking shut.
So we can't go do it anyway.
So we just spent £1 million worth of fuel. Yeah.
Going the
I
wrong
don't
way.
want that. Going the wrong way up to get to a castle where
not going to.
it's shut. But there is a toilet here.
So that's why you should plan your days properly.
Oh.
Or at least just check online quickly before you go there.
Right. Well, that hasn't worked out. Obviously coming to see the castle. But at least there's a toilet here. Where is it? Yep, toilet here. We're going to use that. So just use the motorhome toilet for one time. And then, yeah, drive back down. This gets worse, guys. I'm in the toilet at Vaduz Castle and you can't shut the door. And the door's nowhere near. It's like that door literally leads outside to the road. But I don't know if someone's going to walk in because I can't even shut the door, let alone lock it. This gets worse. What can you do? If someone's going to open that door, everyone on the road is going to see my bum. Alright, so that didn't work out. So, toilet thing obviously wasn't my favourite experience. And the drive wasn't. Well, while I'm here, while I'm in Liechtenstein, what I'd like to do is fly my drone so that I can get another flag, because basically I collect flags on my drone. Hang on a minute, what is that? I want to fly my drone in different places and collect the flags. So we're somewhere beautiful, first place in Liechtenstein. God, can't go into the castle, can't even have an uninterrupted crap, and then can't fly my drone. Oh well. Well, I'll see what footage I can get for you anyway.
It's so weird, I'll let go. It's so weird, I'll get old. Got a love for another one. Got a love.
Cunts museum. Do you like?
God, you sending me a photo, guys. So the next phase in our normal day, we have to try and get out the bloody van. And it normally ends up with waiting for Rufus to do a poo, which he's doing now and singing. No, not Rufus, someone else, our other son. And look, just out of interest, can you see up there on the hill? I don't know if you can see, but that's Vaduz castle, the one that we tried to see, drove all the way up there, and you can actually see it better from here. Yeah, that was a fail. Obviously, finding parking is one of our biggest challenges every day. Do you want to go out and get some food?
Yeah.
Good, so we're going to go and explore the capital of Liechtenstein and see what we can find, and hopefully we won't fail as much as we have this morning. But the challenge is now getting out the door. Everyone's starting to get hungry because it's midday, and yeah.
We're on the hunt for some food, aren't we?
Wow, Riley just had a total meltdown.
We've had to resort to putting the phone on.
So lovely and quiet.
Same problems, it's such a quiet, nice restaurant, pizzeria. We're going to write some postcards as well, get that done now. Because this is a day in the life. Feels like we write postcards every day, doesn't it?
But it's good because everybody likes them.
So the disastrous day, or semi-disastrous day, slowly improving. There it is, folks, the castle that we couldn't get to. We've been out for dinner, which was nice food. We met some nice people. Yeah, Riley was difficult. And then we met a man in the street, and we were just talking to him, and he gave us a fascinating insight into Vaduz. I think that's how you say it, I'm not quite sure. He did say it, but I was going to remember, but I didn't. But he was saying how the reason we couldn't go to the castle is because the Prince of Liechtenstein lives there. And he said that the Prince is really well liked, apparently, according to him. So it's been culturally enlightening. We've met cool people, we've seen some beautiful things, and we've experienced our children. So any parent knows, day to day, it's just a fight, isn't it? You just gotta try and entice them to enjoy life, and just kind of see what happens. But it's been a good day. We'll see what happens. Let's see how it ends. Gonna turn the gas back on, get some coffee and cake, find somewhere to stay. Rufus, can you tell me where Liechtenstein gets its name?
Liechtenstein. Hey!
She stole his oh no. No, right, this is chaos. You just stole his though. Well, you're a baby, but you're a little evil genius. Right. Right, don't steal Rufus's food, alright? Little goblin. Alright. She just pushed the camera away, by the way. Actually punched it away, like, no pictures. You watch it, mate, we're watching you. Rufus, why is Liechtenstein called Liechtenstein?
And Liechtenstein is the one that likes it best.
Okay, yeah. His mum's mainly been in charge of his political and historical education. I mainly deal with the maths. We were in France a few years ago, and we noticed that we were just getting tolled all the time. Not told, like told. Oi!
Told.
But there's just toll roads all the time. So what they do in some countries, lots of you might know this, but we didn't. You get this thing when you travel there, almost like a visa really, and it pays all your tolls. Now we're in Switzerland, and we only found out yesterday on our last day there that we should have had one.
And we've been in Switzerland before.
Yeah. So now we're coming into Austria. We thought we'd get one just in case.
Yeah, now we know about them.
So I feel
somebody at Burger King told us last night.
we found out at Burger King.
And they were lovely, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. But yeah, so this is something cool today. We got this. It was nearly €10 and it lasts for 10 days. And now we've paid the toll roads for Austria, kind of. So we shouldn't see any tolls now. Yay. Right, we just went there was a toll road at the end of that massive tunnel, and it was really snowy, and I was a bit confused and I didn't know where to go. And you know, there's loads of booths.
We were looking for the one with a motorhome. We saw some with a caravan, didn't we?
But I couldn't get over there, so I went to this other booth, and there was no one there.
It's just open.
So then we just sat there for a minute or two, didn't know what to do, and then we just drove off. So I'm hoping that I'm not going to get some like mad ticket for
I'm sorry.
jumping.
I wish I was above the center of attention, but I'm not.
So we're at a super unusual and really cool air in Austria. First night in Austria. It's really, really cool.
I wish I had the guts to start a conversation with someone. Just be who I am, not care so much about first impressions. So, cause I got a feeling that it could be great. Skip all the acts, not playing games. Maybe reveal it, they ring me and tell you my name. Yeah, I got a feeling that it could be great. Skip all the acts, stop playing games. No more concealing, they ring me, I won't be ashamed. Cause I just wanna call my friends and see what they're doing tonight.
So when we arrive at a site or an overnight stop, we have to get rid of these car seats, which to be honest is my least favourite thing about van life, the car seats. Obviously incredibly necessary, but...
How many times a day do we have to do this? At least once,
at least
sometimes twice.
No, because we have to do it when we leave somewhere. Where do they go now?
Actually, I haven't cleared the seat, the front seat, which is where they need to go.
Oh, there's some apples.
Some apples on the front seat. Coupe, gone from coupe.
Just be who I am, not care so much about first impressions. So, cause I got a feeling that it could be great. Skip
And our table, the table actually lives in the cupboard at the back, which we might show you one day, if it's tidy. We leave the outdoor box underneath because the kids have smaller legs than us,
Yep.
so it's a nice little step for them.
It's actually good for them to rest on.
Yes, so...
And this is our dinner time.
I take. I have no cakes.
The rabbit replied.
I just have a
Highway!
bunch of clover.
Is that highway? The Riley rat. is the pain of this. It's probably just about the same, but maybe a little bit worse in a motorhome. Trying to wash up because you just haven't got a ton of side space. Like, this is our side space.
Bertie looks at two mocking eyes laid over.
So finally, about 9 o'clock. You're not going to see this very well, but everyone is asleep. Even Mel and Naomi. Trying to put the children to bed tonight was difficult. It's been a long day. So this time we treat ourselves. So we have some nice English tea and some substandard European biscuits. Because let's face it, Britain might not be able to do everything right, but we do good tea and biscuits. And Europe just don't cut the mustard. Although these look promising, so we'll see. And then we just sit here and we get to work. We normally work from about 8:30, 9 o'clock till about, we'll probably work till 11:30, 12, sometimes 1. We have to work at night to keep our business going and to fund our travels, basically. So it's good that we've got this layout so we can work at night, but then our bed, we can either sleep in this area or we can sleep up there, which I think we'll sleep up there tonight. We've got 2 different bed options. Okay, so there's normally not quite this much junk. Some days there is, but today I'm exhausted. I think partly due to the fact that we're actually documenting what we do every day as well as fucking doing what we do every day. But the good news is still got a few hours of work to do, so that's good. So I'll see you in a bit. So we haven't been working for, actually the time has flown and we've not even realised it's gone 1 o'clock now. So we just kind of packed most of our stuff away. We've left our laptops on charge because we're connected to the power tonight, and we're going to show you our bed working. Oh yeah, not in a weird way. We basically turn our little key, boop, and we bring the bed down. It's a bit noisy. This is our domicile for the evening. So this will be our bed. Dum 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 dum. There's a big giant shadow. Dum 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 dum. What's going on, guys? The morning game is that Riley wakes up, then Mel has to get her and bring her into our bed because she obviously can't get in there.
She tries to climb the ladder.
Yeah, she tries to climb the ladder. Then she basically fidgets in our bed for half an hour. Then Mel tries to kicks me. Oh yeah. Yeah. And then Mel has to try and take her back down to her bed to calm her down, and then she just wakes Rufus up and doesn't go to sleep.
She likes to look out the window straight away.
Shall we look out the window? Yeah.
Yeah? Undo the curtains then.
Not that exciting today.
So now we get the task of putting the bed away, which is quite easy. We just stack our quilts up, take our pillows off, put the key in, magic key,
Magic key.
turn it up, hold that bad boy, and up she goes, yay! And now we're ready to get set up for breakfast.
actually any on.
Okay, so it is in comma then. I'm filling in about Luxembourg.
So this is Rufus's travel journal.
Oh, I just only started a section.
Yeah. And Riley's doing her colouring in. So we'll do this for maybe half an hour, and then we're just going to plan where we're going. And then we're going to hit the road.